Good afternoon.
Hey, greetings. Jumping live. Here we are.
Welcome to another edition of What's Working Now. Today we're going to talk about Facebook engagement, how to increase your Facebook engagement.
And we apologize. We're a little behind the clock today, but today was just an awesome day. I've been going since 4 o'clock this morning. We had a major consecration at our church. We have 15 new elders that were consecrated to the body of Christ today. So those of you who are not religious, that's your thing, but I'm just sharing this is our experience, and we're not trying to convert anybody, but this is the reality of our lives. This is part of our lifestyle. So that's why we were late this Sunday, and it was just an awesome day. 3 services packed with the different phases of that consecration. I mean, it's something to behold. But
I was blessed to experience 2 of them, but nevertheless, we didn't forget about you.
No, we didn't.
So
and here we are. What's working now in terms of Facebook engagement? Hit it, honey.
All right. So I don't have any slides for this presentation, so I will be relying heavily on my notes. So one thing I noticed about Facebook is that is the first place most people come to when they decide that they want to market their business online. And what do? They plaster their link everywhere. Why? Because they don't know any better. First of all, some of the mistakes people make is that they'll spread their company logo all over the place, whether it be their profile pic or their wall cover. And when people come to their wall cover or to their profile, they immediately know what they're doing. There's no curiosity or anything. So then why engage?
Well, here's the thing. Most people get into the business wanting to have an experience of success. And most people join companies that are reputable, that have great products and services. Mm-hmm. However, Facebook is not a ad agency.
No.
Okay?
No.
So you have to recognize that when people get onto Facebook, just like you did before you joined your company, it was all about what's happening now.
Right.
It was all about searching for someone, not something. Mm-hmm. So you have to cultivate your following. And I know you don't want to hear that because your training tells you, wow, hit it now. You know, you got your kit, go and hit it now. Get your results now. Get your results now. Get your 3 sales today within 24 hours and you'll get a bonus and all that kind of stuff. So you got to understand that that's a business model. However, when it comes to Facebook or anything else for that matter, it doesn't work that way. Let me give you a quick example. Mm-hmm. Toyota is like the #1 selling foreign automobile in America, right? If you look, they've been doing business in this country for over 30 years. But if you go back 30 years ago, nobody wanted to touch a Toyota. But they cultivated their following over a number of years by providing quality, value, reliability, all of those stuff that you come to love Toyota for.
Yeah.
People were buying cars.
Mm-hmm.
People were looking for cars. But when they saw that Toyota thing, they kept walking.
Yeah.
But over a period of time, they kept plucking it, kept providing the value, kept improving their product, kept elongate or giving longevity to their product. And guess what? They're the top dog today. Mm-hmm. That's how business work with people, because people are fickle.
Right. And you want to build relationships with people. You know, it's just like when you meet somebody, you could be in a club, a restaurant, a church function, whatever it is. You're, hi, how you doing? My name is, and then you share, You know, in the conversation, you're sharing a little bit about yourself.
Finding a common ground.
Right.
Okay.
So
Very, very
nobody's
important.
on Facebook with their credit card like, okay, I'm ready to search and buy something. People come on Facebook to be entertained, to find out what's going on, and to search for people, you know.
Now,
And
does that mean that Facebook is a snail opportunity? No. You can use Facebook and profit well, but I just want you to understand it's not instant.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna move on. Let's talk about.
So when you're posting on Facebook, you want to ask yourself some questions before you post. And the first question you want to ask yourself is, this post interesting? Another thing you want to ask yourself, am I providing value? Another thing, is this going to help someone? And also, am I speaking from the heart? Because remember, you're building relationships. So it's not about throwing your link out there. It's about giving information that people want to see. So that's the value. You want to teach something. You want to share something that you have learned. So if you speak from that vantage point instead of a salesy, hypey vantage point, that's more attractive. You're going to get people to comment and like on what it is that you have to say.
Absolutely.
Another thing is that a lot of mistakes that people do is that they don't ask questions. When you ask questions, it does require an answer, you know, and it could be a question about anything. Everything doesn't have to be about business. Mix it up, because you don't do your business 24/7. You know, you do live in between. You go out, you're being entertained, whatever it may be. You might be at your daughter or your son's ball game. You may be at a church function, a club, or going out to dinner. Showcase those things.
So let me just kind of frame this for you.
Right.
What we're in essence saying is the end result of your success is a lifestyle.
Right.
Okay. So you earn your money, make your money, or you make sales, whatever the situation is, to have an enhanced lifestyle. So some of the questions you might want to ask, relating again to the car experience, is X car does certain thing, right? We're on the East Coast, and it's wintertime. So one of the things that is very attractive for the snow and the cold weather and the slippery landscape that you have to operate day to day during the season is probably an all-wheel vehicle. Then you have other features such as they call it tracking, things like ABS brakes. Those are the things that really give you the kind of stability so that you avoid the problem of skidding, sliding, and having accidents. So Toyota, once again, have learned to master those particular elements in an automobile. Airbags, so they cover it on the outside and the inside. Aerodynamic design where the windshield doesn't take in all types of things. Listen to the commercials. Listen to the commercial. When we're done with this, turn on your television, any channel, and listen to, within that 30-second period, what is that commercial appealing to? What are they talking to you about that makes you say, you know what? I need to go to the store and try that beer. Or I need to go to the store and try that vitamin. Or that non-stick frying pan. Whatever it is, listen to the things that they're sharing with you. It's all value-centered. It's all benefit centered. It's all around solving an issue that you're having, and they're asking you that question. Yeah.
So true. So true. So here are some things that you can do daily that will not take long, no more than an hour. Number one is you want to post, I suggest 3 posts a day, especially if you're working full time. Make sure you post once in the morning because you got those morning people that jump on, and then post again around noon or lunchtime, 12, 1 o'clock, and then post again in the evening. That way you capture all your audience, because everyone's not going to be on in the morning, everyone's not going to be on in the afternoon, and everyone is not going to be on in the evening. So you want to capture those, because what Facebook does, which I'm not sure you realize, is that Facebook doesn't share all your share your content to
with
all
everybody.
Your friends. So let's say you have 1,000 friends. 1,000 people are not going to see it. They have a special algorithm that I don't know what it is. But one thing I do know is that when there's engagement on a post, Facebook knows that it's important. And when they see that it's important, they share it with more people. So you want to post things that are eye-catching. You know, your images should be eye-catching. It should be sharing about your experience or teaching something. Give a person a reason to want to like it, and perhaps leave a comment. And comments trump likes, because most people, it's easier for them to scroll down and like it. But it does take a minute to read it, leave a comment. So those are really valuable. So the more comments and likes you get, the longer your post stays in the feed. Now, and it will bring it right back to the top.
I want to add a personal experience. I don't remember how long Facebook has been around, but I remember when I got on and then when I started the business. And I always wondered, well, how is it they're making money? I didn't realize it. And, you know, you see the ads and stuff like that, and, you know, various companies have their following. But for you as a marketer, the minute you have a business and you're utilizing Facebook, the dynamics by which you use Facebook changes instantly. And I think what happens to most of us is that we're using our business in a social commentary style, whereby you have to change that. The first thing you need to consider is, if you want to reach a large audience or all of your people, you have to do Facebook ads. And that's something we'll talk about later, but I need to implant that in your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to do that. You're a business person. You know, if Procter & Gamble spend money on ads, and Apple spend money on ads, and Toyota spend money on ads, and you see the end result of their success, well, if you want success, you're going to have to spend money on ads. Now, if you don't have a big budget, then you start small. But you got to get in where you fit in. Because if you think that you're going to build an empire tomorrow, overnight, or next week by just doing freebies, yeah, I know people talk about the freebie thing, but think about it. Think about it. How many people can get on anything and capitalize the market with free stuff? With everybody who's been really successful at it pays. At the end of the day, Facebook is a business.
It is.
It is a business. Never forget that. Facebook, Instagram, all of them. It's a business. And if you want to really hone in your skills, and you really want to increase your profit, and you really want to get out there for people to know what you're doing, how you're doing it, and they want to come and knock on your door to get your product, you need to invest in your business.
That's important.
And doing it effectively is where the training comes in.
Exactly. And the good thing about Facebook's advertising, it's not that expensive. If you're targeting your market, and you pay for the amount of clicks you get, but the more clicks you get, the less you pay, actually.
Now, what do we mean by target your market? Okay, your family and friends, they love you, they trust you. If that's where you're at, that's where you're at. But when it comes to targeting your market, whatever product that you're selling, whether it be diet, whether it be exercise, whether it be the blue pill, whether it be vacation, whether it be training, you want to share your stuff with people who are more than likely to be interested in what you have to offer.
Exactly.
You don't want to just share the stuff with any Tom, Dick, and Harry, because you know what? Tom, Dick, and Harry is not interested in a health shake, because they enjoy going to McDonald's and sitting down and eating the French fries and 2 Big Macs
and a shake from there.
And yeah, so if you're tapping into that audience, you're wasting your time and your money.
Right. Everybody is not your target market.
So the question is, well, how do I find my target market? You find your target market, again, based on you and the product that you're offering. And consider what you're doing for a living. Because the people that are in your circle may need what you have to offer. Or better yet, think about what drove you to join that particular business. Did you join the weight loss thing because you wanted to lose weight? Did you join the herb or the grape herb thing because you had a health issue that you were trying to combat and all the medical stuff wasn't working? Whatever it is that you actually joined that business for, that's your market. At least initially, you have a personal experience to share with them. You have value to share with them, and that's what they're looking for.
Right. One thing I want to say about Facebook is very distracting. So when you go on Facebook, it's very compelling to just scroll down, look at the funny videos, this, that, and the third. And that's cool because you need that. Even kids need those moments. You give them blocks and you want them to do something constructive with it. You want to give them a moment just to play and explore. Otherwise, you'll never get them to do what it is you want them to do. So as adults, we're the same way. So give yourself time, maybe 5 or 10 minutes to just scroll on Facebook and look around and, see what's going on. But then when you're ready to work your business, you want to give yourself maybe a half an hour or 15 minutes, just solid commenting. That's very important. And liking other people's stuff. Even go to every day is somebody's birthday. Take the time and tell them happy birthday. That's engagement. People like that. If you just take the time and say happy birthday, it's on their wall, they're going to say thank you. That's engagement right there.
And that's one of the easy parts. But what if you're looking at somebody and you don't know their birthday? Go on their page, look through 1 or 2, 3 things. Look at their profile, they're about them. Find something that you resonate with them with and compliment them on that.
Right. That's another thing that you can say to them.
Listen, it's not a complicated thing. Once you lower your own barriers and leave yourself open to just be of service to somebody, you'll be surprised what you can discover. You'll be surprised the fluidity of the content that you'll be able to share, the things that it'll just come natural.
Right.
But you can't do this thing guarded. Thinking about what they're going to think, in other words, the questions that you should be asking, you're now asking yourself in doubt. It doesn't work that way.
Right. You got to be real and authentic.
Yes.
And people see through BS.
Yes, they do.
So, be who you are, because who you are is going to appeal to that market.
And at the end of the day, being who you are means also being respectful and mindful. You don't want to be who you are, again, browing what you're all about. Nobody's interested in that.
No.
But be who you are in terms of your intentionality to serve others.
Right. So make sure you take at least 30 minutes to an hour every day, making sure that you're posting, because you must be consistent. If this is not going to work, if you're not consistent, you have to post every day. I think morning, noon, and night is sufficient, and Make sure you ask questions. Make sure your content is compelling. Make sure your images pop.
Yeah. Be thoughtful. Be thoughtful.
Also, you want to mix it up. I suggest you do 50-50. 50% personal, 50% business. There are going to be times when you want to promote a particular product or something like that. There's a promotion, so you do that. But on the regular, 50-50. You know, so that people can see that you do have a life other than your business. Because if you're just posting business stuff, that's a turnoff.
Yeah, and it's not realistic.
Right.
Because it comes across as though, yeah, I want you to buy my stuff. Exactly. Meanwhile, the person is saying they're saying in their non-response, saying, well, yeah, you want me to buy your stuff, but I don't know you.
Exactly.
I don't know you, so why should I purchase from you? I'm comfortable buying from the people that I know already, or the brands that I'm familiar with. Mm-hmm. So again, you're going to have to cultivate a relationship. And one of the ways that helps you achieve that quicker is to be consistent. Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't have time to do it 3 times a day, do it as often as you can, but be consistent. Right. Because you'll find that even if you're posting 1 time a day, you'll find a break somewhere where you can add in another, and another, and another. It's your building blocks.
Right, exactly. And then there's also a tool on Facebook that'll allow you to schedule posts. So if you want to schedule something inspirational first thing in the morning, you could be consistent with that. You can just find 5 images that you want to post every morning, schedule it out. That's done.
And if you're looking for training on that, feel free to let us know. We'll do some training on that as well.
Right. And at lunchtime, you want to do it yourself, you do it yourself. At dinner time, vice versa. But you find a way to be consistent. Now, don't go buck wild and do 10 posts a day either, because everyone is not going to see it. You know, Facebook is, going to say, okay, really? Because who's going to see all of that? So they're going to pick and choose which ones they're going to show to your audience. So the more you post and the more your post gets engagement, the more eyeballs Facebook will allow to see your content. So you must understand that. Now, talking about your profile page, make sure it's pleasing. You're smiling. You have a fun picture, a fun
image, reflecting your lifestyle, not your business.
Right, cover. And the same thing with your fan page, because you're promoting lifestyle, not your opportunity. Your opportunity. Your opportunity comes later once you build a relationship. That you don't lead with your opportunity. You're leading with you, with who you are. You're not your opportunity. So know the difference. And people make that mistake. One of the biggest mistakes that I've learned that a lot of online marketers make when they first come online is that they post with a link. Try posting without a link for 2 weeks and come back and let us know what your experience is. I tried it yesterday. You saw that, right? Yesterday. I posted no links. 57 likes and about 17 comments. It may not seem like a lot, but it's a big difference if I would have put a link in there. So continue with that.
Listen,
for
folks,
2 weeks,
listen.
And just let me know.
One of the things that you have to consider about people is people are sensitive. People are savvy. And people get hip to the marketing genre, especially when they see it repeatedly. Because, the bottom line is, don't think, listen, your company alone has several thousand people trying to do what you're doing. Then you multiply that then by all the other companies, plus the new ones that are coming online. So, you think you have to set yourself apart.
Right.
You have to set yourself apart. Okay? Each brand that you recognize sets itself apart from its competitor. And it's because they set themselves apart, that's why they can stay in competition. The minute they stop setting themselves apart, they go under.
Right. I understand that, you join your opportunity because you want to make extra money and you need money yesterday. I get it. But you don't want to come across desperate, even though you may be, because people smell that and then it repels them. So you got to keep that in check.
It's a hard act to follow. We get it. We've been there.
Yeah.
But trust me when I tell you, if you cultivate the tips and the teaching that we've been sharing with you over a period of time, you will start seeing the results. Because there's a difference between growing your business from month 1 down to 6 months, 9 months, versus you've been in the business for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. You're still trying to get it going, and you don't have any results that you can feel good about.
Right.
That's critical.
It is.
What else do we have?
Basically, what I wanted to say was that when you look at your profile, you make sure that you let people know exactly who you are and what you do. That about section is very important. And make sure that if you have a fan page, make sure you link your profile page to your fan page. So where it says works at, make sure that's a link to your fan page. So when people are browsing around, they click on it, they're being rerouted right to your fan page. And if you don't have a fan page, make sure you create one. What we can do is we can offer you a free PDF that will help you set that up. And also, after you get the PDF, if you would like, we have a special course that you can take to help you with the ads and tracking and pixeling. Which is
dynamic. It's just awesome. Awesome. There's a whole lot of bells and whistles that are out there to help you become more efficient in your marketing of your business and your opportunity. Don't be afraid to invest in your business, in your opportunity, and most importantly, yourself. You can't leave the mindset out, because if you're not gearing yourself mentally to meet the challenges of your day-to-day business activities, then no matter what you're doing in terms of posting, and so it's just not going to add up. What's going to happen is you're going to, it's like having a car full of gas in it, but you got 4 flat tires. You're not going anywhere.
Sure, right.
Your transmission is bad. You're not going anywhere. Okay.
Yeah. So
your car needs inspection. You're not going anywhere.
Nope. So you might as well have everything that you need so that you can be as proficient and efficient as possible. And
again, people will appreciate that. And the thing is, getting a customer is sweet. But when you have somebody who trusts you, you have more than a customer. You have a partner. You have somebody who's dependent upon you to bring the goods. And each time you bring the goods, they will reward you. They will reward you.
In more ways than one. More ways than you can imagine. So get out there, make sure you are consistent, post every day, try posting without links, 3 posts a day. Get back to us, let us know how that's working for you. We're looking forward to hearing from you. So again, we thank you for stopping by with us. And
one addendum. Oh, my wife says every day. But we want to be realistic, okay? She's such a workhorse. Anyway, if you remember to take some time off.
Oh, yeah.
It's refueling yourself is more than getting 8 hours of sleep. Okay. So during that 16-hour period that you're up and about doing things on your days off, vacations, free time, whatever, get some downtime. Be with yourself first and foremost. Be with your family and friends. And be with your industry partner, your team, or whatever it is, so that you can have some camaraderie and support and stuff like that. 7 days a week of work is just not realistic. If you're shooting for something, that's something different. But you want to balance your work ethics with your rest ethics as well. Okay?
It is important.
We're saying ciao.
Yes, we'll see you next week.
Love you.
We'll be back.
And your servant leaders going out. It's been a long day. Ciao.
Ciao.